Well, hello, my name is Chris Sasser. I am with Ministry Architects.
Hey friends, I'm Melissa Rao.
And we've had a chance to meet some of you through some of our visits here over the last several months. If you don't know, we've been here a couple different times. Once for an assessment for the children's ministry back kind of at the end of 2016. And then I came back with my friend Hank Hilliard to do a student ministry assessment sometime a while ago. And then Melissa and I came back and did a young adult ministry assessment a couple months ago. And we have been really excited to be working with your church in what we call our renovation teams. These are teams of folks who kind of have stepped up and said they want to help sort of build the sustainable systems going on kind of in the background of the ministry. So Melissa, tell folks a little bit about some of that.
Yeah, so our friends, each team, each area of ministry has their own renovation team. Some have been working a little bit longer on the process than others simply because of where our assessment was. And so really what they did last night, we got together and did what we called a quick start summit. Where each and every team got to work on some of the pressure points that were named in the assessment report. We would say pressure points are things that are maybe keeping your ministry stuck a little bit. So we want to address those first before we start implementing all the other recommendations in the assessments. And so they were doing things like talking about how to most effectively recruit volunteers. And so you never know, you might be getting a phone call or an email very soon saying that you're somebody that these teams think might work great with either children, students, or young adults.
Be ready.
So beware. Be forewarned. We talked about calendaring. Many of us talked about marketing or communication systems and the best way that these teams and their staff folk who are supporting them in ministry can be but most effective in communicating with the church all the good things that God is doing in and through the ministries.
Yeah, so one of the things we know is lots of folks have been kind of wondering, hey, like what are those ministry architects doing since they've been here? And we just wanted you to know that it's not what we're doing, it's what people in your church are doing. You've got an amazing 3 teams of people who are working this renovation process. And some of the teams are meeting every 2 weeks and some of them are meeting once a month. But in between their meetings, all of them have homework and things that they're doing. And a lot of this stuff is sort of behind the scenes stuff that you may not necessarily always see. But one of the things that we know, and both of us have worked in church for a long time, is a lot of these things that are behind the scenes, they're so critical to the long-term sustainability and health of the ministries. And so you guys have got a lot of great people that are working on this stuff. And you're going to have a chance to speak in again to some of this long-term planning for your church when we're going to come back sometime in the fall and do what we call a vision retreat. And so when you hear kind of about a vision retreat or a vision summit, just know that you're going to be invited to that, where we are going to have a chance to really talk about the specific vision of the ministries in your church, as well as some values, core values, some long-term goals, some short-term goals. We'll come back another time, probably early in 2018, to do a Christian formation retreat, and let's talk about what do we want a child to learn from the time they're in cradle roll all the way through being a young adult, really, here in this church. And so we're really looking forward to continuing to work with your renovation teams. There'll be a leadership launch thing that may happen sometime in August or maybe late July. But we just wanted to give you a quick update of what's happening with all the different renovation teams here at FBC Huntsville, because they're doing a lot of great work, and we're really excited to be working with you.
Thrilled.